what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Big30. Now, Big30 is a rapper from Memphis, right? And he's well known as a collaborator with Pooh Shiesty. I think they're like best friends going back all the way to like 12 years old. And dude has really been on his grind in this rap game, man. He's really made a presence. And he's got a big song that's doing big things on this YouTube platform. And people are starting to catch notice of the lyrics. Now, the first time that I listened to this song and watched the video, I must admit, I did not catch the subliminal diss, or not even a subliminal diss. This was a direct diss to one of the rap legends from Atlanta, Young Jeezy. So it looks like Big30 jumped out the window and put Jeezy's name out there in a track, like literally put him in the song. And he wasn't shy about doing it because he made a video in the whole nine and didn't think anything of it. Now, this is an interesting situation because of all the past beefs in Atlanta hip hop. You got Jeezy versus Gucci Mane. You got Gucci Mane versus Yo Gotti. Even though Yo Gotti is from Memphis, he has a heavy presence in Atlanta. And Big30 and Pooh Shiesty, they really got mixed up in all this early, like when they both first started getting signed. Now, this thing seems to be rearing its ugly head again, but before we get to the specifics, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about this Big30 and Jeezy situation. Now, Jeezy, aka Young Jeezy, is a hip-hop legend from Atlanta, right? Now, Jeezy made his bones in the mid to late 2000s, going into the early 2010s. And dude was a force in this hip-hop game, man. He was well respected, but man, he had this ongoing beef with none other than Gucci Mane. Now, hip-hop legend has it that a lot of street stuff took place that ended up with a guy by the name of Pookie Loc losing his life, who ended up being one of Jeezy's homeboys and actually one of the artists that he had interest in and was invested in, you know what I mean? There was supposed to be some type of bounty on a chain, and many people in hip-hop know this story or understand this story. That's why when these two rappers went together and did a Verzuz battle, it was legendary. I think it was the most watched Verzuz battle there has been. I'm not sure on those numbers right now because I know the Snoop and DMX did big numbers and other rap battles that they've had on Verzuz have done humongous numbers. Well, that beef never really cleared up, and the Verzuz thing made things even worse. And it looks like Big30 took that as an opportunity to throw shots at Jeezy. Now, during this epic battle, there was a situation that took place on stage. Now, as far as street rappers concerned, this is the defining moment in how they viewed Jeezy, man. Now, there was a point where Gucci Mane played a song that nobody thought that he would actually play, but a lot of people were wondering if he would play it or not, where he dissed the deceased rapper Pookie Loc and basically threw it in Jeezy's face that he allegedly took his homeboy's life. Now, I say allegedly, but a lot of this is confirmed and official, and you can look it up, right? It could take you a little bit of research, but it's well documented, right? Well, it seems like a lot of people at that point, including some people who used to be on Jeezy's side, man, they really lost a lot of respect for Jeezy. Now, I hate to say lose respect because that sounds so big, but it's the truth, man. A lot of people were like, wow, so homeboy is just going to tell you that he shot and killed your homeboy and then diss him again on stage, saying smoking on Pookie Loc and all that, and run off. Now, quiet as it's kept. And what's even more interesting is I believe Pooh Shiesty and Big30 were there at the battle that night. They were on Gucci Mane's side in the background. I remember them posting it on their social media pages and all that. Now, when it comes to Big30, it's a weird relationship because he really falls under the Yo Gotti tree. And that was a point of contention when he first got signed and was doing a collab joint with Gucci Mane. Now, it seems like Gucci Mane and Big30 have a good relationship. It's all good between them. And the same with Moneybagg Yo, because Moneybagg Yo falls under Yo Gotti, and then Big30 falls under Moneybagg Yo. And it looks like they're cool and they all getting money together in that aspect. Like, you don't see Yo Gotti and Gucci Mane linking up, but you definitely see Moneybagg Yo, Gucci Mane, and Big30, linking up on tracks and stuff like that. It seems like there's no problem and they're cool. So Big30 obviously thought he had the leeway to say something and diss Jeezy as well. So on his new track, Mista, he takes a couple of lines and a couple of shots at none other than Jeezy. Now in the song, the lines dissing Jeezy It comes really quick, man. It's like at the very beginning of the song, and most people will pass them by. They won't even realize what happened until they focus on the lyrics or somebody points it out. Now, a lot of people online are now talking about this because this video is now trending on YouTube. I think at this point where I'm making this video, it's like number 13 and it's rising. And you know more people are going to clue in on the fact that Big 30 dissed Jeezy, man. Now, in the lyrics, he said a couple of things, but I have to improvise just, so that way we stay within the YouTube guidelines. Now, the part of the verse we want to key in on is in the beginning, and he says this. He says, I was 30 round. Don't do no capping, we get active. Op knows that 30 sound. Cat told me, forget my dude to my face, I couldn't believe it. He know I ain't playing one to the face, he must thought I was Jeezy. Now, I had to do some major editing, that's why I had to go slow there, but you get the idea. He says that somebody told him, forget his dude to his face, and he couldn't believe it. He said he must not know he was playing one to the face, meaning one shot to the face. He must thought I was Jeezy. So basically, let it be known that he's not the type of dude that could be disrespected, or you could talk about one of his homeboys and him not react because he ain't Jeezy. That's a Jeezy type thing to do, man. And a lot of people share this sentiment. And it's sad to say because it's definitely from a place of, being ill-informed about how you should handle things, especially at a Jeezy level. Like, at what point was Jeezy supposed to jump across the stage and jump on Gucci Mane and get it cracking? I mean, at a Verzuz battle? No. But a lot of people feel like he should have did something in that instant because it is his homeboy and because of what happened to his homeboy. And it seemed like Gucci Mane was rubbing it in his face. Now, at the end, it all ended in peace. They both did so icy together. It seemed like it was another successful Verzuz battle, but a lot of people have that same sentiment from that interaction between Gucci Mane and Jeezy. And they were like, forget it, man. Jeezy came off, or a lot of people saying that Jeezy came off as the loser because of that. Now, me personally, I don't think so because, it's just a lyric. That song is always going to be out there, and him reacting wouldn't do nothing but cost him money. But obviously, you got the younger MCs, the younger street dudes, the younger street rappers who definitely see that as a point of weakness for Jeezy, and they're not afraid to diss him and show him that. And obviously, Big 30 is going in on that same type of wave, man. And Big 30 is probably one of the most promising artists coming out, man. If he's not on the coming up list or whatever, and I'm not going to name that other list because they almost lost their total, complete, credibility in this as far as hip hop is concerned. But man, he's definitely got a future in this rap game. You know what I mean? But I don't know. What do you guys think about this? Do you think that at this point, are folks just poking at Jeezy because it's easy to do, because they know he won't react or he won't respond? Or do you think that this was just a slick line in a song and it really didn't mean anything, even though he did name Jeezy by name? So, that's a lot. There's like almost an unwritten rule in hip hop. If somebody names you by name or sends a diss to you by name, that's why so many rappers subliminally diss. You know what I mean? If somebody says your name in a song, you usually have to respond or say something immediately. But Jeezy is at a point in his career and at this level where I doubt it'll even hit his radar unless somebody brings it to his attention. Now, with that, this been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.